What's up, y'all? AJ Simmons here again for y'all in the middle of the rain. As y'all can see, it's raining out here. But I wanted to tell you about another grant opportunity. The other day I told you about PayPal doing a black business little grant deal that they had going on, but it ended very early. Well, I came across another one. All right, so make sure y'all check this video out. I'm going to show my screen where I actually applied for the application. I'm going to walk you through the application. All right, I don't think this one is specifically for minority owned businesses, but it does say that it is preference for minority owned businesses, women owned businesses, and veteran owned businesses. All right, but everybody can still apply, so still apply. And here's the video, so here you go. Alright, so as you guys can see, I have pulled the application up and I'm right on my phone doing it, so that way you can see just how easy it is. You can do it right from your phone. So this is the first page of the application. It's the terms and conditions, basically saying that if you own multiple businesses, only apply for one business and just choose the business that makes the biggest business that you have, basically. You can only apply one time. If you make it past this you make it to the process, I guess the final process where they're choosing, you're going to have to provide a tax ID number, social security number, and all of that. They are prioritizing minority, women, and veteran-owned businesses. All right. The privacy information I read, basically it sounds like, and I'm just generalizing here, definitely read this for yourself, but basically what it sounds like they're saying about the privacy information is they will be tracking anything that you put in the application, so just be aware of that. They saying that also to even save that information that you put in the application, and understand that they may come back and, as you can see in this publicity section, if you are awarded the grant, that they can use that information for promotional purposes, and they also can monitor you as well. And I think the purpose of it basically just to be able, so that way they can use it later on and say, hey, we funded Clean Biz Network $10,000 back in, during the COVID-19 pandemic, and now look, Clean Biz Network is one of the biggest companies in the country because we helped build them out during the crisis. So that's basically all that is saying, according to my knowledge. All right. So if you agree to those terms, click yes. Go to next. All right, and I'm just going to go through here. So the second question is asking, are you completing this application on behalf of the business? And so that means that if you're not an owner, you're just like somebody that's helping somebody who owns a business. So you will put yes for that, but we put no if we actually own the business. All right, so if you're one of the business owners, you put no there. All right, come down, enter your information. All right, then put your primary email in. This email right here will be the email that they'll contact you on throughout the process. So make sure you put your best email address here. Put your company's website here. Then they're asking for your primary business social media address. Now I noticed that seems to be a trend because PayPal also had a program like this that I just announced on my YouTube channel the other day. And they also ask for your social media handle. So one thing that I'm thinking that is going to be a trend here is they want to monitor to see what type of posts you're making on your social media. So business owners, keep that in mind going forward if you're going to be seeking out assistance like this. Okay, you got to be careful about what you're posting on your pages because you never know exactly what they're looking for. What I typically try to do is post nothing unless it's promoting my business. That's it. I try not to share anything personal at all. So next they're going to ask for your legal business name. All right, so mine is Clean Biz Network LLC. If you have a DBA, they're saying you can include that as well. The business street address. All right, and do you receive or collect mail from the address above? If you got a home-based business, and obviously the answer to that would be yes, but you can answer that the way you want to. Click next. All right, then they're going to ask for the structure of your business. Most of us have LLCs. If you don't have an LLC, you probably have what's called a sole proprietorship. All right, but I have an LLC. I'm going to click that. The number of years you've been in business. Then they're going to ask for your business's gross revenue in 2019. So with this section, I don't know if they want to include contractors or not, but I'm going to go ahead and assume that they don't want you to include contractors, but it does say that you can include yourself. All right, so you could just answer this question here for how many workers you have accordingly. Next, they're asking how many employees did you have as of April 2020. So they're basically trying to compare your workers in 2019 to your workers in 2020. I guess trying to evaluate how you were affected by COVID-19. So answer that accordingly. Then they're going to ask you what primary industry are you in. So just select the one that applies to you. For my cleaning business owners, you want to come down here to other services. That's probably where you're going to fall in, all right? Then they're going to ask you about your socioeconomic data. So basically, they just want to get a little bit of information about you to make sure you fit the criteria. So you have to be at least 18 or older. So obviously, you can't pick anything below 18. All right, then ask what grant amount are you requesting. So you can do 5,000, 7,500, or 10. I'm gonna go all out and go for the 10 personally. All right, but it's your choice. I would assume that, as I told you guys in my other video about the PayPal grant, you probably want to, if you don't need the whole thing, don't get the whole thing. So that way they have more funds to share with the other businesses who need this funding. But I feel like I need the 10, so I'm gonna go for the 10. All right. Then they're going to ask you what is the primary purpose of the grant. You can answer that. Describe your business location. So if you have a home-based business, then you're obviously probably going to do this part here, the third option. Well, for me, I have a commercial space, so I'm going to click here. If you have a business lease, has your landlord offered any rent concessions or extensions? My answer is no. Are you currently behind with payments related to the business? No. Are you still able to sell your products or service? And so here I'm going to answer yes, but not to full capacity because some sales did slow down for my business, all right? Then they're going to ask you how did your sales in 2020, April 2020, compared to January 2020. So you answer that to the best of your knowledge. They also allow you to say you don't know if you don't know. I would say if you honestly do not know, it might be the safest thing to put that you don't know. So that way when if they ask you for any additional documentation, you can provide it and they can figure it out themselves. Or if you think you have a rough idea, maybe you say it decreased by 20 to 49%, you can answer that. I would assume that if you lost sales or your sales decreased, that would help you to get the grant more, but I'm not sure. So I would just say answer this to the best of your ability. All right, and you can just kind of see most of these questions are pretty much self-explanatory. So I'm just going to zoom through here, speed the video up. All right, now you can see in question 32, it asks, you can just leave any extra additional information about how COVID-19 has affected your business. And so I would say here, if you want to go ahead and enter a sob story, go for it, all right? Sell yourself and try to get it, the odds in your favor as much as possible. All right, now for whatever reason, I noticed that it skipped past page 6 and went straight from page 5 to page 7. And it looks like this is the final step, so I just got to review and e-sign and then submit. And then note that it says that if your business is selected as a finalist, you will be notified via email. Being selected as a finalist does not guarantee a grant will be awarded. But as a finalist, additional documentation will be required, all right? So just be prepared for that. And then some of the additional documentation obviously will be your EIN or social security number Then also, they'll say that they may do a background check as well as check your expenses and things like that. You're going to be asked for a W-9 and your appropriate banking information so that way they can deposit the funds if you are awarded, all right? And then finally, I'm just going to sign my name at the end and click submit. And then it says, thank you for submitting your application to round 4 of the LISC Small Business Relief Grant Program. Your application has been received and is under review. Those who are selected as finalists will be contacted the week of June 22nd. So it's a pretty quick turnaround. If you haven't already done so, we encourage all applicants to review our grants info and frequently asked questions page. All right. So hopefully this video was able to help you, and good luck. If you got value from this video and this video was able to help you, make sure you click the subscribe button and also click the notification bell so that way as more opportunities like this arise, I can be the first to notify you, all right? I wish you the best with your business and good luck to you. Thanks.